Hello, hello, and good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Good evening. Yay. It's so nice to be back. Welcome to our live stream tonight. And we have two topics to be discussed tonight. It will be surface area and volume formats. And we have energy for science. Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Yay. Welcome. We will start in a few minutes. I think I'm just too excited tonight. I'm a bit early. Yeah. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome. Something is off with my screen. Let me just fix it. All right. Oh. Welcome. Welcome everyone to our live stream. It's nice to be back. We will start in 2 minutes. I hope that everyone is doing fine. Our topic for tonight for maths will be surface area and volume. And of course for science it will be energy. What's up, Korea? Hello, good evening. We are live. Good evening. I know that it's holiday back in Philippines. According to my daughters, they are already on summer break. So yay, it's time to celebrate. Enjoy your summer break from home. Keep safe. Hi Punini, good evening. Good evening atong mga suking tigpaminawan. Good evening everyone. Welcome to our live stream. We will start in 7 minutes. This is your host and your teacher, Teacher Maria. Welcome you all to my live stream. And of course, atong mga suking tigpaminawan karong gabi. Can I be a radio broadcaster or a DJ already? Can you hear the background music? I can rarely hear it. It's up on its volume. I hope it's not overtaking my voice. Otherwise, yeah. I hope it's not overtaking my voice. Good evening, everyone. All right, so let's start with our first topic for tonight. And for those that are just coming in, welcome to Teacher Maria's live stream. And I hope that you would learn something today, something tonight. And of course, for those that have learned this topic quite some time already, I hope this will be a refresher to all of you. And you will be able to understand surface area and volume for maths and energy for science. Yes. Okay. All right. So for surface area, when we talked about surface area, okay, from the word surface, that means that it is the flat area, the total area of the surface of your three-dimensional object. Okay. So from the word surface, so that means that we will find the area of the different faces from the word surface. So face, the face of your three-dimensional shape. Okay, and if we talked about volume is a measurement of the space inside your 3D object or your solid space. So the difference is surface area is just on the surface, okay? So what is on the surface, around it, the surface, while the volume is the space inside. Whatever is inside is the volume, okay? So volume is the measurement of the space inside a solid object. Now, so when we talked about 3D shapes, we have the prisms, okay? The prisms are solid object that has two identical ends, and then the rest are just the same, okay? And all flat sides, okay? So that is a prism. Sorry, I got distracted with my phone. Okay, so that is your prism. So our first example here, we have our rectangular prism. The other name for rectangular prism is what we call our cuboid. Okay, so if we have a cube, I have here, yay. Okay, so this one is a net of a cube. All right, so I hope that you could see it. So when we talked about nets, so this one is your net of your cube. Okay, so if you would notice, let me just fix my background. I don't know what's wrong with my background. I'm always getting this dark side. If anyone could help me, please do leave a comment how to fix this kind of background. Yeah, it's all DIY from my end. Okay, so this is alright. So I think okay. So this is a net, a cuboid. Okay. So I think it's when I focus something on my camera. Okay, so this is a net of a cube. So the one that you see in your screen is a net of a cuboid. This is a net of a cuboid. So when we talked about net of our cuboid, it's actually when you fold this, okay, when you fold this, you actually form a box. All right, so it forms a box. It's a box. It's a box. So if you would notice, okay, if it's a cuboid, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 identical rectangles, and then 2, one here and one on the other end, squares. So it depends on how your nets look like. The one on our screen you have here, so you have here 2 identical, okay, 2 identical squares, and then 1 and then 2 rectangles, and then another 2 identical squares here. So that as well is a cuboid, as long as it's not all the same size. So your rectangular prism or your cuboid, it could be like this. You have 4 identical rectangles, and then you have 2 cubes here. Or if we base it on this picture on our screen, then that means that it is hi Michelicious, hi Maha Blanca. That means that you have here, this is identical, this is the same, and then this is the same. So if we talked about surface area, what we need to do is find the area per face. Okay, we call this a face. Okay, so you add everything. That's why it's called surface. So every face, you can actually add them. Okay, so you have 2 of this, add that together, the area of this, add, and then the area. Hi CDRA, good evening. So you just need to add all the areas of your faces. Okay, so that is for your rectangular prism. So if you have this rectangular prism here, okay, just imagine this is your rectangular prism. So if you wanted to know the surface area, all you need to do is add all the area of this different shapes, and then if you put them together, the nets together, it actually forms a cuboid. Okay, a solid Now I can solve the volume. Okay, so our first step would be, how do we find the surface area? As I have mentioned, finding the surface area is finding the area per face. Okay, and then we add everything. So basically, if we look at this side here, if I will draw this, okay, let me just draw and imagine. All right, let's imagine. Okay, so that is how the box looks like. So this side here and this side here are actually identical. Okay, so the surface area for this one would be 2 of my length, okay, height, not length, 2 of my height times my width. Okay, so because that's 2, so you add both, plus, I'll use another color, this side here, the one facing you, and the one at the back. So if I'll use this again, okay, the side facing you, all right, the side that is facing you and the one from the back is exactly the same. So therefore, again, that will be 2 times the length times the height. Okay, so that's 2 times the length times the height. Let me just lower down a bit the music. Okay. Okay, so we have done the 2 sides. That's length, width, and height. And then you have your width and the length. The length and the height. Length times the height. Alright, now the one on top and the one below are identical. So that's 2 faces, right? This is 2 faces. When you put them together in a box, this one on top and the one below are exactly the same. So therefore, let me use another color. The one on top and the one below are exactly the same. Therefore, that's 2 times the length times the width. Okay? So, let's solve the surface area of this rectangular prism. Alright? So the surface area would be 2 of your length times the height. 2 times height is 6 times the width, plus, let me use another color, plus 2 times your length is 10 times the height, which is 6, and then plus 2 times the length, which is 10, times the width, which is 5. Okay, so what have you noticed here? Okay, let me just finish answering everything, and then we would see that there's actually an easier way or a pattern. So this will be 2 times 30 plus 2 times 60 plus 2 times 50. Alright, so if you have those things, you have your 2 times 50, 2 times 60, 2 times 30. So 2 times 30 is 60, 2 times 60 is 120, and then 2 times 50 is 100. So we add them all together. Let me just use a different color. So adding all of this together, the surface area would now be equal to 280 units square. Okay, for this case it is centimeter square. Alright, so that is what we have. Good evening, Ambery. Yes, good evening. Okay, so that is what we have as a surface area. Now, what have I mentioned about an easier way if it is a prism? Now, if you would notice here, let's go back to, okay, let's go back. I think it's easier to see it from this side. What have you noticed here? Actually, in a prism, all we need to do is the bigger, you can actually find the bigger area of this, right? Instead of finding area of this, area of this, area of this, area of this, and then adding them, what you can do is actually find the bigger area, okay? All right, and you add this area of the two faces which are identical. Okay, we call that the cross-sectional area. So the easier way to do surface area, okay, so hi Kaini, so what you do is you add the side. Instead of finding area, 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 that's a lot, like this one, that's a lot. 2 times height times width, 2 times length times height, 2 times length times width. That's a lot of things to do. But there is an easier way to do it. All you have to do is add the measurement of this side, okay, add all the measurement of this side and multiply it to the length. Going back, so what we need to do is, again, just add the measurement of this side, which is actually this one, this side, the measurement of that side, or for this case, if I put that together, if I spread it, actually the measurement of this side is the measurement of all the sides here. So all you need to do is add all the measurements of the cross-sectional area. So going back to this, please do remember that the surface area is 280. Okay, so let's try to solve in a faster way or easier way. Okay, let me just erase everything that has been written. This will only work with a prism because prisms have two identical sides. If you have, let's say, a pyramid, then it will be a different story, okay? Or your sphere. All right, so adding all the sides of our cross-sectional area. That means it's actually the perimeter of our cross-sectional area times the height. Let's try if we will get 280. Are you excited to know this? Or probably you know it already. Then that will be great. Okay? So the perimeter of your cross-sectional area times the length. So perimeter we have, this is 5. So 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 times 10, which is the length. Okay? Not height, sorry. Why did I use height there? The length. So 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 would be, what would be the answer? That's 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 5 is 16, plus 5 will be 22. 22 times 10 is 220. That means that 220 is the area of our body here. The whole body here is 220. Now what we need to do is just add 2 of our cross-sectional area. Our cross-sectional area is 5 times 6. So 2 times 5 times 6, okay? Cross-sectional area. 5 times 6 is 30. So 2 times 30 is 60. So 220 plus 60 is 280. The same thing. But is it shorter? Yes, it is shorter. Okay, so again, how do we find the cross-sectional area of any of your prism? The step would be find the perimeter of your cross-sectional area, multiply it with the length, that will be the body, okay, the body's surface area, and then add 2 of your cross-sectional area, because your cross-sectional area are identical, so add both. Okay, let's try another one. It's easier, right? Rather than finding each and every area here, why don't we add the perimeter? Basically, this is your perimeter times the length. That will be the area of your whole body. And since this and this are identical, therefore, we can just add the area of those identical parts. Okay, let's try. What if we have a triangular prism? If we have a triangular prism, the same thing. All we need to do is add the perimeter of our cross-sectional area and multiply it with the length. Okay, so surface area would be the perimeter of our cross-sectional area times the length plus twice of our cross-sectional area. So, do you get it now? Okay, so the cross-sectional area, the formula for the cross-sectional area would be dependent on what shape it is. So for this case, we have to use the triangle's area formula to find the cross-sectional area's value. All right? Okay. So what if I have this? So again, how do we do it? Surface area would be equal to the perimeter of our cross-sectional area times the length plus 2 of our cross-sectional area, twice our cross-sectional area. So our cross-sectional area here, let me use a different color so our cross-sectional area here is this one, the triangle here and the triangle here. That's the same. So then we find the perimeter of our triangle, which is this, this, and this. Okay, so we add because it's perimeter, so that means that we need to add. All right, so the perimeter would be, what would be the perimeter? We have, I hope I didn't cover it, 20 plus 12. Oh, I think the ink is a bit off in color. So that would be 20 plus 12 plus 20. Okay, it's an isosceles, so therefore the two sides are the same. So 20 plus 12 plus 20 is the perimeter of our triangle. All right, 20 plus 12 plus 20 is the perimeter of our triangle. So 20 plus 12 is 40. Sorry, 20 plus 20 is 40. Plus 12 is 52. Okay, so we have 52 times the length, which is 25. All right, so we have 52 times 25. Can you do that for me? Can you find what is the value for that? And then what we need to do is we will add 2 of our cross-sectional area, which is 1/2. The base is 12 times 12, and the height is 15. So 1/2, the base is 12, and the height is 15. So 12 times 15 is 180. Half of that would be 90. All right. So what is 25 times 52? Anyone? 25 plus times 52. 25 times 52. Okay, and then you have your length, which is 25. Yay! Can someone give me the answer of 25 plus 52? Yes, it's 1,300. Okay, so you have 1,300. All right, so you have here, sorry, I forgot to multiply this with 2. So you have here half times 12 times 15, which is 90, times 2, we have 180. So 1,300 plus 180 would be the surface area of our rectangular prism, which is 1,480. That's foot, square foot, sorry, not square feet. Square foot. Okay, so is that easier than doing each and every sides, adding each and every side? So the way to do it would be find the perimeter of your cross-sectional area, and then you find the length, multiply it, cross-sectional area times the length, and then you add the area of your cross-sectional face times 2. Okay, so I hope that you're able to understand that. Wow! Yay, yes, you are right, Ambery. That is correct. Okay, so this works very well with your triangular prism. Okay, now what if we have a cylinder? Does it still be the same thing? Yes. Yes, so that will be exactly the same. Why is it the same? Because if you would notice this one here, oh, let me use a different color. Because here, this side here is actually the circumference of your circle. Okay, so that's exactly the same, the perimeter, the circumference. That is exactly the circumference of your circle. The side of this whole body, I'll show you. Yeah, I have a few cutouts, but unfortunately, I do not know why, but whenever I show you some cutouts, my background will change in color. It becomes dark. So if we actually put it like this, okay, that's the top of your cylinder. Your sides are actually the circumference of your cylinders, the circle on top. So therefore, when we solve for the circumference of our cylinder, okay, surface area of our cylinder, we can have a shortcut how to do it. It will be surface area would be the circumference, okay, the circumference of our cylinder times the height of our cylinder plus 2 of our cross-sectional area. Okay, so find the circumference of our cylinder times the height, and then you have your 2 cross-sectional area. So let's say, for example, oh, by the way, how do we solve the circumference of a circle? What's the formula? Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, while area of a circle will be pi r squared. Okay, and of course our pi here, if you don't have a calculator, you use 3.14, and if you do, just press the pi on your calculator. Okay, so let's try to solve the surface area of this cylinder. Alright, so the same thing, surface area would be the circumference times the height plus 2 of our cross-sectional area. the circumference will be 2 pi, the radius is 3, times the height, which is 6, all right, plus 2 of our pi, radius is 3, square, and that will be the whole thing. We don't need to solve each and every parts, all right? So we have, can I leave it as a pi? Okay, because if it's actually easier if you just leave it as a pi. So we will leave it, the pi, as it is, okay? So 2 times 3 is 6, times 6 will be 36 pi, okay? So 2 times 3 is 6, times 6 will be 36 pi, plus this 3 square here is 9. So 9 times 2 is 18 pi. So all we need to do is add 36 plus 18. Okay? 36 plus 18, you will get 54, and then just copy pi. And this will be units square. By the way, if there are no units given, the measurements unit will be just units squared, units, units cube. So you just use the word squared or cube if there are no units. Alright, so I hope that you understand how to do surface area. So that is how easy it is. If you have surface area of prisms, first step is to find the perimeter of your cross-sectional area. This is your cross-sectional area, times it with a length, and then add twice of your cross-sectional area. Okay, so the same thing with triangular prism. All the prisms, first is you have the perimeter of your cross-sectional area, the perimeter of this, times the length, plus 2 of your cross-sectional area, twice your cross-sectional area, because they are all identical. And the same thing with your cylinder. Find the perimeter. For this case, since it's a circle, it's circumference. Find the circumference times the height of your, this is the height of your cylinder, and add 2 of your cross-sectional area. Okay, so that is our value, or yes. Okay, so that is our solution, not value, solution. All right, I hope that you understood how to do cross-sectional area. Okay, now let's proceed to the volume. Okay, so let's go back. So if it's a rectangular prism, let me just erase everything. Again, surface area would be the perimeter of our cross-sectional area times the length plus twice your cross-sectional area. That is the surface area. Therefore, the volume is simply length times width times height. That's it. All right? Because it's volume, it's a cube. That means we have to multiply 3 things. Always remember, volume is a cube. cm cube, meter cube. This is the unit. So since it's a cube, that means we have to multiply something, 3 of something. Okay? So for this case, we have the height, the length, and the width. So all we need to do is multiply. So 6 times 5 times 10 will be the volume of your volume of your rectangular prism, not cross-sectional area. Volume of your rectangular prism. So 6 times 5 times 10 will be the volume, which is 300 cm cube. Okay, remember, this is 280 cm squared, so the volume is 300 cm cube. All right, okay, so the same thing with our triangular prism. Okay, So triangular prism, all we need to do is the area of the triangle. So volume would be the area of this triangle times the area of that triangle times the length. Okay, so we have to multiply three things. So volume of our triangular prism would be 1/2 the base, which is 12, the height, which is 15, times the length, which is 25. Okay, so that means that we have 1/2 of 12, which is 6, times 15 times 25, we will have 2,250 cubic, okay, cubic foot or cubic feet. Okay, I hope you are able to understand. So again, volume is just to find, okay, base times height. Alright, so the same thing for prism. For prism, it's always the cross-sectional area times the height. So whatever is the cross-sectional area or the base, you multiply it. If it is a rectangular prism, you find the area of this times the length. That's still the same. Okay, so that will be our volume. So the same thing with our cylinder. To find the volume of our cylinder, this one. To find the volume of our cylinder, volume will be the area of this circle, which is pi r squared, and then multiply it with the height. So that's how you solve for the volume of your cylinder. So pi r squared, so pi times 3 square times 6, which is the height. So 3 square times the height, which is 6, that is 54 pi. I leave it as a pi because it's more accurate, but if you want, you can actually multiply 54 times 3.14, and then you will get 169.5. Okay, so that will be our volume. Okay. Well, the surface area of this and the volume is the same. Okay, so pi r squared h. Alright, I hope that you're able to understand. Okay, any questions so far? Q&A for maths. Yay, we're done with maths. So please do type your question if you have any question to ask. So again, if you're looking for the surface area from the word surface, faces. So as how many faces there are, you have to add all their areas. But that is a lot of work, okay? Adding each and every parts or each and every surfaces or each and every faces, that's a lot of work, as I have shown you in the cuboid or rectangular prism. So the easier way to do it is find the perimeter of your cross-sectional area, times it with your length, plus multiply your cross-sectional area by 2. That is your surface area for your prisms and your cylinder. So for the case of cylinder, that will be the circumference, okay? So find the circumference, multiply it with the height, and twice of your cross-sectional area, which happens to be the area of a circle. But if you're looking for the volume, you have to multiply 3 things. So multiplying 3 things, what you need to do is the cross-sectional area times the length. That is for your prism. Of course, for volume of your cylinder, it will be the same. The cross-sectional area, which is your circle, times the height. Alright, any question? Question and answer portion. Can you hear my music? Wow. No question? Wow, you are indeed very good, Ambery. Good at maths. Alright, so let's proceed to our last and final topic today before we start with our game. Okay, so energy. So when we talked about energy, I'm very distracted with my phone. It's sending me a lot of messages. Okay, so every day we actually use energy. In 2005, the United States alone used 99.9 billion, quadrillion, not billion, quadrillion British thermal energy unit. Okay, that's the amount of energy that they have used. Over 40% of the energy was used by residential and commercial buildings. So every time you turn on your lights or watch your TV, or now by joining my live stream, listening to music or washing your clothes or boiling your water, anything that is consuming energy. Oh, it's not Maha Blanca. it's a year 7 and a year 6 maths, I should say. Okay, so do let me know if you need. I will make another video about surface area to make it a bit easier to understand. Okay, or you can listen to this live stream once again to help you understand it better. Cool. Okay, so energy, as I have mentioned, is actually everything that we used up every single day. So have you ever felt like tired and just not having that energy or not enough energy to do anything? So energy is your ability to do work. It is your ability to move an object. So whenever force is used to move an object, work is done. So if there is work done, that means that there is energy required. Okay, so without energy, work cannot be done. Okay. Oh, probably you were asleep that time. You were absent in your class. Okay, so there are two main types of energy. Probably. Yes, so this is a refresher course for you, Maha Blanca. Okay, so there are two types of, or main types of energy. We call them potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, so energy, again, is the ability to do work. It is your ability to do work. Yay. All right. So there are two types, again, of energy. One is potential energy and the other one is kinetic energy. So when we say potential energy, from the word potential, that means it could be a possible source or it could be your only source. So since it is your source of energy, that means this is the energy stored, okay, stored energy of an object. While kinetic energy, from the word kinetic, that means it's being moved, okay, it's movement. Kinetic is movement. Therefore, this is the energy of motion, because motion is moving objects. So this motion includes movement of objects, movement of electrons, movement of atoms, movement of molecules, and anything that you move, okay? So again, kinetic energy is the amount of kinetic energy is dependent on the mass and speed of an object. So that is your kinetic energy. So energy means anything, like birds can fly because of energy, tigers can roar because of energy, wind can blow. Energy means that sun can shine because there's energy. Anything that is causing your electrons, your atoms, your molecules to move, okay? So energy changes from kinetic or potential to kinetic, but it is never destroyed or created. All right, so the amount of energy or the amount of kinetic energy is dependent on the mass and the speed of an object. So kinetic energy is the energy in motion. So when you're holding a ball here, while you're holding it, the ball contains or have its potential energy. But once you drop it, your potential energy has been converted to kinetic energy because the ball moved. Okay, simple as that. Alright, so how do we calculate kinetic energy? So since mass and the speed of an object is dependent, the amount of kinetic energy is dependent on the speed and the mass, therefore, the formula for kinetic energy is the mass of an object times the velocity of your object being squared. I forgot to square it. Okay, so KE is 1/2 mv squared. The SI unit for kinetic energy is actually joule. Okay, joule is actually equivalent to kilogram meter per second square. Alright, so that is your joule. Oh, why is that? Okay, so you have your mass and then your velocity. Alright, okay. So let's say, for example, kilogram per meter. Sorry, why did I put a square there? Kilogram per meter. Okay, so for example, you're asked to calculate the kinetic energy. Let's say a bicycle has a mass of 14 kilogram, traveling at a velocity of 3 meters per second east. How much kinetic energy has been done? Okay, so how much kinetic energy? So the same thing, kinetic energy, KE, is equal to 1/2 mv squared. Alright, so 1/2 mv squared. So you have your 1/2, mass is 14 kilograms, that's the mass. Okay, and then you have 3 meters per second, and then we need to square it. Alright, so we have 1/2, 14 kilogram. So remember your rule in exponents. So that's 3 meters per second, and it's being squared, so that becomes 9 meters square per second square, right? So that's 9 meters square per second square. It's not just 9 meters per second. So 1/2, 14. Okay, 1/2 of 14 is 7. 7 times 9 will be 63. And then all you need to do is put a joule. 63 joules. Okay. Alright, so let's proceed to potential energy. Potential energy is stored energy. So for us to determine the energy, the potential energy, all we need to do is calculate it by multiplying the mass times the gravity times the height, or we call it mgh. Where mass is in kilograms, gravity is meters per second squared, and the height is in meters. Alright, so again, mass is in kilograms because this is still the same because it's energy anyway, so the unit will be in joule. The SI unit will be represented by joule. So kilograms meter square over second square. Okay, so we have, let's say for example, you are asked, a flower pot with a mass of 15 kilogram is sitting on a windowsill 15 meters above the ground. How much potential energy does the flower pot have? Okay, or does the flower pot contain? So you have 15 kilograms and 15 meters. Okay, so we remember the formula is PE, or potential energy, is mgh. Just remember, magandang hapon. My golly, how? The easier way to, by the way, the easiest way to remember formula is to put some meaning on it, like acronym. Okay, always put some acronym. It's easier to remember. Yes, shout out to baby Maya and Hero. What a name. What a name. Shout out, shout out. Okay, so so the same thing. Potential energy is in joule, which is kilogram meter square per second square. Okay, not kilogram meter per second, okay, or not kilogram meter per second square. It's kilogram meter square per second square. So mass is 15 kilogram here. By the way, what is the value for gravity? The value for gravity on Earth is the same or constant, which is 9.8 meters per second square. Okay, so that is constant, by the way, it doesn't change. So you have 15 times 9.8 meters times the height, which is 15 meters. So all we need to do is multiply 15, okay, 15 times 9.8 times 15. So that is 2205 joule. So that's the answer. All right. So that is your potential energy and your kinetic energy. So that means that's the amount. What is the amount of energy that this flower pot have is 2,205. So when it falls, that's more or less the amount that it has to form a kinetic energy. Okay, but not all is being converted. Okay. So if you would look at this as an example, if you are riding a bike, and I know it's a very in thing right now, going on cycling, so when you go up the hill, your energy you are doing all your energy to go up on a hill. That's kinetic energy. Once you reach on top and you make a pause or you stop, that's potential energy. But once you go down again, then your energy is out. That's kinetic energy. Okay, so that is your kinetic energy. The other thing as well is energy conservation. So we call it law of energy. Law of conservation of energy, not law of energy. Law of conservation energy. So when you park your car and it begins moving, it's equal to the energy of the car change from potential to kinetic. A ball rolling or a roller coaster, when it stops and then it moves, it stops, so there is potential to kinetic. Okay, so a rock at the top of your hill and it begins to roll down, so the energy changes from potential to kinetic. So conversions of your potential to kinetic. As one type of energy increases, another type of energy decreases. So if we have this, actually that explains the law of conservation of energy. So energy is never created nor destroyed. Okay, it is just being changed. Oh, that's great, Kaini. It just changes its form. So from potential to kinetic. So energy can change from one form to another. I think we had one session live as well where we talked about chemical energy, where we talked about this energy from the sun, where we talked about your electron and your nuclear energy and so on. Okay, so energy can change from one form to another. Energy is all around us and is constantly changing from one form to another. Just imagine your electricity. Before it can bring out light, it actually has been consecutively changed in different form of energy. Okay. Yeah. And that ends our lesson for energy. I hope that you are able to understand our topic for tonight. Okay, let me pause for a while and see if anyone has a question. So again, we have learned we have two different energy. We have potential energy, two types of energy, potential and kinetic energy. Potential energy is the stored energy, while kinetic energy is the energy in motion. Okay, so potential energy can be solved by using mgh, which is mass, gravity, times the height, where gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. Okay, well, kinetic energy is 1/2 mass times velocity squared. Both SI unit is in joules. All right. Please do let me know if you have an answer before we proceed with our game. Okay, while you are thinking if you have a question or not, okay, we have two parts of our game. The first part is logic equations, and then the second part is guess that word with emojis. Okay, remember the one that we played before? But this time, all you need to do is guess which country is being described by our emojis. So for the logic maths, I will be giving you like a Sudoku. Have you played Sudoku before? It will be like Sudoku. So you cannot use the same if you have already thought of that number to be used to represent one of the letters. You cannot use that number once again. Okay? So let's say, for example, if let's say A plus B equals 1 and C plus D equals 4, if you have used let's say 3, if you have used 1 plus 2, 1 for A and 2 for B, you cannot use 1 and 2 for C and D anymore. Okay, do you understand? So each and every letter is represented by a number to make the equation true. So I hope that you would remember this. Yay! Any question? Yeah, before we start the game, because you might be confused. It's a logic equation. Logic. We need some logic. Alright, so first is our logic equation, followed by guess that country using emojis. So logic equation, I'll be giving you like A plus B equals 3, and let's say 2 plus C equals 5. Let's say, for example. So if you use 1 for A and 2 for B, that will give you a 3, right? You cannot use anymore 2 or 1 for C. So C should be a 3. So 2 plus 3 will be 5. Okay? So you can only substitute or represent the letter once. But I will give you the equation in a while. Are we ready to play? Please send me a thumbs up if you're ready to play, and we start with a logic equation. For those who just joined, we are now on the last lap. So we have discussed for maths how to do surface area and volume, and some of you were confused and a bit having a difficulty understanding it. So I will be releasing surface area and volume in one of my videos to be released. And yes, by the way, for everyone's while you are preparing yourself, for everyone's information, I have re-uploaded my video, my latest video that was released last Sunday due to technical issues from YouTube, and apparently they cannot solve it, so I have to re-upload it. So please do check it out and give me a thumbs up for that video, which is on the music vibes episode on blessing. I hope that you will be blessed by that video. Okay, so let's play, let's try. Just one and we will try. Okay, so what you need to do for you to win, I think I still have load. the 10 pesos load is to give me the correct set of numbers that will represent the letter to make the equation true. Do you understand that? Again, for you to be able to win the 10 pesos load, you have to give me the set of correct numbers that can represent each and every letter to make the equation true. Okay? So let's try. Let's begin. Okay. So the equation will be B plus C plus 1 is equal to D, and A is equal to B plus 2. Again, the numbers that you can use for A, B, C, D is 1, 2, 3, and 4. You cannot use exactly the same number repeatedly for any of the letters. You can only use the number once. So you can use 1, 2, 3, and 4. To substitute, B plus C plus 1 equals to D, A equals B plus 2. Alright, let's have all those minds work. Come on, come on, come on. Just send me your answers like A equals, B equals, C equals, D equals. Okay, just send me the number. And we will try to substitute it and see if it is correct. Okay? So again, the rule of the game, this is logic equation. The rule of the game is you can only use 1, 2, 3, 4 to substitute B, C, D, and A to make the equation true. However, you cannot repeatedly use the same number. You can only use the number once. For those who just joined in, thank you for joining our live stream for tonight. Welcome to Teacher Maria's live stream. The first person who could give me the correct answer would win 10 pesos worth of load. Oh, okay. Maha Blanca, you have to substitute A, B, C, and D with any number 1, 2, 3, 4 to make the equation true. Like, what should be B plus what should be C plus 1 equals what should be D, so that what should be A equals what should be B plus 2. That means that you cannot repeatedly use it. So is A 1? Or is A, so A should be, the clue here is A should be a bigger number because B plus 2 is equal to A. So let's say, for example, you have substituted B. Come on, Pinini. It should be all the numbers. All the letters. So A is 3. Hi, Nerda Agreste. 7 is not on the list. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4. So D should be the biggest number. A is 3, B is 1, C is 2, D is 4. Wow! That is correct, Punini. That is correct. Now, do you understand the rule of the game, logic equation? That means that B is 1, so 1 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 4, which is correct. And then you have 3 is equal to 1 plus 2. So that is 3 equals 3. Do you understand now? Well done. Congratulations, Punini. Yes, you are right. You are correct, Punini. And you just won 10 pesos worth of load. Okay, please do send me your number while I proceed to the next. Do you understand how to play it now? you can only use the numbers that I am showing on the screen, and it should be only used once, okay, while I'm sending Punini his or her load. Let's proceed to the next, okay? So Punini, please send me your number. I will flash the next question. Okay, so the next question is D equals C plus 2, B equals E plus 1, E equals A plus 2. You can only use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to substitute A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, let's see who can get it first. I hope you have received your 10 pesos worth of load, Punini. Come on, you can do it. So what is A? What is B? What is C? What is D? And what is E? Nirda, just send me A is, B is, just send me the lattice number. I'll write it on the screen. Near the it's how should I say it? It is correct, but you have to just send me. Okay, so your D is a 5, and then your C is a 3. B, Maha Blanca, you can only use the you can only use the number once. Come on, you can do it. E is 5. A is 3. No. You can only use the number once. This is already correct. C is no. You cannot use it again. So let's say C is 3. So 3 plus 2 will be your 5, your D, which is 5. Do you get what I mean? So you can only use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if C is B, B is wrong. B is wrong and E is wrong, Nirda. Your C and D is correct already. 3 and 5 is correct. So 3 plus 2 will give you a 5. That's a D. So C is 3, D is 5. So your problem now is what is B and what is A? A is okay. Let me write it down. A is 2, B is 5, C is 1, D is 3, E is 4. Let's try to check if it is correct. Okay, so you have 1 plus 2, which is D, which is 3. 3 plus 1, no. 4 plus 1, which is 5, which is our B. And 2 plus 2 will be 4. Wow, that is correct once again, Punini, but let's give a chance. Yes, Maha Blanca. E is 4 and A is 2. So that means B is 1. That is right. This is correct. Do you understand now? So you have 1 plus 2, which is D, which is 3. 4 plus 1 is B, which is 5. 2 plus 2, which is E, which is 4. That is correct. Punini, do you want to give a chance to Maha Blanca to get the 10 pesos load? That is correct. Maha Blanca, congratulations, you just won 10 pesos worth of load. Good try, Nirda. The next set of questions will be guess that country using emojis. So please wait for that, and we will be giving more. Yes, only one number for each letter. It's like Sudoku. You cannot repeat it. Yes, okay, Maha Blanca. Thank you, Panini. Maha Blanca, please send me your number. And you just won 10 pesos worth of load. Alright, so the next set of questions will be the best of 5. That means that if you give me 5 correct answers for the next 10 questions, you will get 10 pesos worth of load. Okay? So there will be 10 questions. If you get 10 correct answers, then you will get your 10 correct. 5 correct answers, you will get 10 pesos worth of load. Okay, so can we start? Maha Blanca, please do send me your number, and we will start the next set of games. Okay. Alright, so let's start the next set of game. Okay? Please do count your correct answer. The best 5. Best of 5. Okay, guess the emojis. Which country is this? Someone rowing a boat with a spaghetti and a pizza. They are very known for this, rowing the boat. Welcome, Maha Blanca. Which country is this? Come on, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letter. 5 letter country. 5 letter word. Italy. Yes, that's correct. Italy. Why France? That's too many letters. Well done, Maha Blanca. You just got 1 point. Okay? 1 point. Well done. Okay? Next question, please. Which country is this? Even is Italy. It's a country. It's a country, not a city. Which country is this? Maha Blanca, you just won yourself 1 point. You have to get 5 points correct. 5 countries correct to get 10 pesos worth of load. Come on, come on, you can do this. Guess that emoji, or guess that. China. Wow, that is correct. Kung Fu Panda with a bicycle and the tower. No, it's not Japan. It's China. It's China. Look at the tower. Look at this temple. It's China. Well done, Maha Blanca. What? Okay. Maha Blanca, you just won 2 points. 2 points for Maha Blanca. 2 points. Okay? Let's continue. So Maha Blanca, you just got 2 points for the second round. Wow, win streak. Next question. Which country is this? They are very known for football or soccer and oranges and coffee. They are the most the biggest distributor of coffee beans. and they're very known for their football. Punini, you have 1 point. Punini, you have 1 point. And Nerda as well, you have 1 point. Oh, why is it a sad face? No, it's not France. It's not France. They're very known for football, for oranges, citrus fruit, and coffee beans. The biggest distributor of coffee beans. Come on, think. No, it's not Poland. Okay, here's a clue. It starts with B. They are the hosts of one of the Olympics. And they are very known for their football or soccer. Yes, that is right. Brazil. Yes, that is correct. So, Punini, you got 2 points. Maha Blanca, you got 3 points, right? So, Punini, 2 points. Maha Blanca, 3 points. Well done. Let's proceed with the next. Okay. They are very known for cow. Okay. They are very known for cow, cricket, and tiger. One of the religion worship cow. It's sacred to them. Yes, Nirda is also right. Yes, so that will be Punini, Maha Blanca, and Nirda. Yes, that is correct. India. They are very known for cricket, and cows are sacred. You're just copying, Punini. Cow is sacred for them. Okay, let's proceed. Next one. Punini is just copying answers. It's just a joke, Punini. And Nirda as well, you have points, 3 points. Okay, next question. Just look at, they're very known for, what is this game? The only thing that, yes, that's correct. Canada. That is right, Canada. Okay, they're grizzly bears. Well done, Nirda. We're done, Maha Blanca. Canada. Okay, let's proceed. Which country? This is very obvious. I don't even need to say anything. I think I only have... Punini, you're so late. Yes, which country is this? It's very obvious with the emoji. They are very known for this food and for this mountain. Which country represented by this? Yes, you are right. What? Punini! How can how can a sushi and a Mount Fuji be in Paris? Well done, Maha Blanca. Well done, Maha Blanca. It is indeed Japan. Japan, Punini, Japan. Okay. Okay. Next one. Okay, next one. We have, they are very known for art. They have a lot of artists. There are a lot of artists that's coming from this country. Known for their wine and what is this kind of... They are known for their wine and croissant. It's not Eiffel Tower. Which country is this? They are very known for their wine. Most of the artists are coming from this country, and as well as the bread croissant. Yes, Kylie! Someone is awake. It is France. Well done, Kylie. Well done, Mahablanca. Well done, Punini. Nirda. It's France. Okay, let's proceed with the next question. They are very known for cheese, and the best chocolate is from this country. The best chocolate is from this country. All of you are first, okay? All of you are first. Now with the sun first, Punini. All of you are first. Okay. So if you know where Toblerone is, this is where yes, that is correct. Switzerland. That is right. Okay? Switzerland is known for the best chocolate ever. Switzerland. Okay, we're almost done. Two more. 2 questions to go. So we have winners. We are having winners now. Okay. Good research. gagamit og cellphone, ga-research sa Google, nakitaan ang country, and it was Switzerland. Yes. If you love Toblerone, and if you love Ritters, or Ritters, those are the best chocolate from Switzerland. Yes, that is correct. This is Greece. That's right, Kaini. That's well done. So they are very known for their temple and the mascaras and this pottery. So it's Greece. Correct. Yes, that's correct. Okay, last question for tonight. They're very known for tulip, cheese, and cycling. You can go around the not really the country, but most of the cities, they love to go cycling. Tulip and cheese. Which country is this? Yes. I have three, not three. I have Mahablanca. What is this? Yeah. Yes, that is correct. Someone is doing their research. Netherlands. Netherlands. That is right. Netherlands. Well done, Pinini. That is correct. Well done, Mahablanca. So we have, thank you very much for joining. So we have not three winners. We have Punini, Netherlands, Nirda, Mahablanca, and Kaini. We have the 4 winners because it's only the 4 of you who joined. So all of you, congratulations, win 10 pesos worth of load. Well done, well done. Please send me your phone number, and I will be sending you your 10 pesos worth of load for those who are not able to join the game, and yes, please do join the game next week. I'll be sending out again. We will have another set of games next week, which would give you the chance to win a 10 pesos worth of load. So congratulations once again to Punini, Nirda, Maha Blanca, and Kaini for just winning tonight 10 pesos worth of load. So if we will be, so please do promote our channel, please do promote our live stream so that we will have more so that we will have, para mo earn ato ang nganugugong gasigi kog in English, so that our channel will earn more. Sorry, I'm lost because I'm also loading the people. Okay, please do promote our channel so that we will grow, and at the same time we will be earning more, and we will be able to help others on whatever we will be earning from our channel. Okay, so oh no, okay. Can I just write your numbers for now? Something is wrong with, once again, Globe failed me tonight. Gcash failed me tonight. It won't, okay, it won't allow me for a while. Let me just copy your numbers. Hopefully I will Kaini, Punini, please send me your number. I got Maha Blanca's number, Kaini's number. Nirda, please send me your number. I hope you enjoyed our game tonight. It's quite short, but oh, I don't know what's wrong with Globe. Once again, Globe failed me. So please do send me your number so that I will be able to load you in a while after our, okay. Alright, so Maha Blanca and Nirda, you can delete your message. I have copied your numbers, so I will load you in a while. Something is wrong with Gcash once again. It will not allow me to go to the buy a Globe. I'll be sending you your load in a minute. So I think that will be the end of our live stream tonight. I hope that you were able to understand our lesson. For maths, it is about surface area and volume, as I have promised and I have mentioned that I'll be releasing a different video, one of the episodes of our Maths Easy episode about surface area and volume, so that you will be able to understand more. Okay, and of course for science we have talked about energy, which is the two types of energy, potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy from the word potential, which is what you have inside, what is stored. And of course, kinetic energy is the energy in motion. And I hope that you enjoyed our game tonight, and congratulations to those that won 10 pesos worth of load. And unfortunately, the last minute of while I was sending out your loads, Gcash just constantly crash, and I couldn't send the load. So I just copied your number. Maha Blanca, I have your number. Kaini, I have your number. Punini, I don't have your number, so please do send me your number, Punini. And Nirda, I have your number. So I will be sending your load in a while after my live stream, and I hope that you will be able to receive the load. Okay, I hope that you will be able to receive the load. Something is really, really wrong right now with Gcash. Gcash. I do not know why. I do not know why. Okay, anyway, yes, I'll be sending you your load in a while. Okay, so thanks everyone. Have a blessed week ahead. Thank you for being with me tonight for our live stream, and I hope that you enjoyed both learning and enjoying our games. And as always, as Teacher Maria would say, please do live your life to the fullest, learn something new every day, and love one another as how our God loves us. See you next week for our live stream every Tuesday, same time, same place, same channel, same face, same teacher. See you, and I hope that you would also enjoy. And we will be, by the way, I will be releasing a few of my vlogs, so watch out for that. Okay, so thanks everyone. Have a wonderful week. Have a blessed week, everyone. Thank you, and have a good night and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, signing off, Teacher Maria. Bye. Have a blessed night, everyone. Goodbye. Bye, everyone. Please don't forget to promote my channel. Please do promote. Let us grow together, and I hope that we will be able to achieve more. And yes, bye everyone. Have a blessed evening.